Hi guys, I just thought I'd make another possum trapping video for you. When I started making these videos, I just thought I would carry on till possum trapping for a living 50 or who knows, but as it turned out, the possum fur started going down in price. I started finding different work, and then along came COVID and that really put a bit of an end to it. But you know, it's been to the bottom before, it'll bounce back again. You know, possum fur with mix of merino and that, it's a good product. I've had gloves and socks and stuff like that. It's really good. In fact, years ago we went down to Stewart Island. There was 6 of us, and we went down there and someone bought one of those possum hats with the old bomber style ones that covers the ears. Well, we were on the island for 10 days. The second day it snowed right to sea level. The whole time we were there, that hat was on someone's head. Whenever someone put it down, someone else put it on. The hollow fibre of possum fur just makes it like the best in the world, really. So, you know, if we're not going to use that, far out. Anyway, the main reason I'm making this video is because sometimes, you know, I'll go out and make like a deer shooting video or something, and I'll put a real good effort in and think it's great, and then I'll get back and look at the comments or something, and there'll be some hardcore little possum hunter going, "Why don't you make us a possum video?" And I can relate to that. I think that's pretty cool. Something else I haven't sort of touched on is when you're setting your traps somewhere sort of for the first time, you want to set them really well, I reckon. You know, you can do it fast, but if you don't do it quite right and the possum gets out, a big buck or something, it'll just keep taking your bait for, you know, for as long as you're there. And so you might as well just pick your traps up and go. So really, I think, and it happens to me too, you know, if I'm getting tired and I've got the last 6 traps to set, if I just race around and set them in a hurry, they're not as good as if I had spent, you know, an extra half a minute on each one, getting them exactly perfect. Because in the first few nights, that's when you want to catch those big, older, cunning ones, the big old bucks and big old does, because, yeah, like I say, if you don't get them, they just keep taking the lure and setting the trap off and stuff for ages. So yeah, that's another bit of advice that I'd give out there. Possum fur is not worth much at the moment, but it still feels good to catch a few of the local yokels and do my part. Catch a few before work or after work, use them as dog food, pluck them so you can sell the fur maybe one day. I haven't showed any possums being killed on any of my videos before, but I'm about to show you, so if that's not your thing, well, I'd stop watching now. I normally try and give them a good hit, and normally that first one might only knock it down, might only kill it, but then I'll put it on a really good position and give it a decent one to make sure it's dead. Over a stump or tree root or something like that. So the first one I'll give it a good one, but it probably only knock it out. The second one's to make sure. This one here in one of those traps that I respringed, an older trap, so yeah, they work well. Check out the size of this spider, pretty big by New Zealand standards.